Here with Mitch Moreland, obviously in St. Louis, got a ton of family here. I know as close to home as you'll get outside Atlanta. Just what's it like having all this family here? Still special having here watching you play, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Just get to see some familiar faces. Season gets really long at times, and just having the family here to have some support and get to hang out a little bit is always nice. So, I'm glad they're here. I'm glad we get to come play in St. Louis, kind of close to home.
Is that a date you mark on the calendar when you see the schedule? Is that you kind of know they can get up here in a car and that kind of stuff? You mark that down?
Yeah, I guess so. You're going to be close, and anytime you get a little closer to home, there's really not a whole lot of places, for us. But anytime you get close to home, you're going to have some support there, and family and friends are always huge. So it's good to be here.
How's the hamstring? Obviously, second game back since going on the DL? How are things going in that direction?
Feeling good. Feeling good. It was very mild, and it was only 15 days of, right on the mark. So, felt great in the rehab thing. Felt good last night. Hopefully it can carry over and stay strong the rest of the season.
What's key about coming back? You still like to say it's mild, but what's key about coming back and kind of rehab and just taking it easy?
Probably more timing than anything. Just getting back in the game speed of things, and just getting your timing back at the plate. You work so hard on your legs. You take away from the baseball activities a little bit, just trying to get back healthy, and just getting back into game speed is probably the main thing for the rehab stints.
Yeah, moving up in the lineup, hitting 5 and 6, that kind of thing. What's that been like for you? How much of an adjustment does that take as far as getting up in the lineup?
I really try not to make it any adjustment. I try to have good at bats and have the same approach no matter what. A little bit higher in the lineup. I've had a couple in the 2 spot even where you kind of have to play the game a little bit more with usually your one guy's going to be stealing bases a little bit, so you might have to see some pitches early or something like that. But I usually try to keep the same approach no matter where I'm hitting, and just get a good pitch pretty much.
How has family life changed the way you approach the game, having a little at home?
It's definitely put everything in perspective. You realize that it's just a game. You can go out and go 4 for 4, 0 for 4, and as soon as you walk out and see the little guy smiling at you, or having the wife and your kid out there waiting on you, it kind of lets you know it's still just a game, and it's big. It's you really can't put words on what that means, but.
As far as parenthood goes, kind of off the baseball subject, what surprised you about parenthood? What's been the toughest thing about it?
I don't know, maybe the sleep part of it. Lack of sleep, but my wife does everything. Susanna does all the work. I don't have to do. I don't have to do hardly anything. I shouldn't complain about sleep, but she's the one that should be complaining about it, I guess. But it's really not a whole lot of difference. It's a blast. I've had a blast with it, and all I do is play in the floor with him pretty much. She gets all the hard work, the poop diapers and all that stuff. I usually don't do too many of those, but it's been a blast, and it's amazing how quick everything happens, and how they learn so much. You just feel like from one week to the other that so much changes, and that's probably the tough thing about it. Just being on the road so much, coming back home and feel like he's picked up 100 new things, but it's been a blast so far.
How's this team different? Of course, Josh is gone, some different dynamic here. How's this team different in the last couple of years?
It's definitely different. Relying on our pitching more. We don't go out and put up 15 runs at 3 nights in a row, kind of like we would do when we were hot the last couple of years. But it's still an unbelievable team. Great chemistry. A lot of veteran guys and some young guys mixed in, kind of what we've had, the same kind of mixture we've had the last couple of years, and really no weak spots. We've done a great job 1 through 9, just carrying over. Had some injuries throughout the year, and we've battled through it and still kept ourselves in a really good spot. So, as our pitching staff, I think, continues to get healthy and we can get everybody on the field at the right time, especially during that second half, I really think it'll take off, and we'll be in a good spot there at the end.
What's it like coming back to St. Louis? Obviously, some things here, maybe some bad memories here from World Series. What's it like coming back here? That stuff pop back up, or is that in the past?
You're gonna know, and just not a good memory. But at the same time, it's over with. That was 2 years ago. This is a completely different team, and we're playing 3 games against them. This series, and we're gonna go out and try to beat them. That's kind of the way you look at it. You're gonna have your bright spots, and then your not so good ones. Everywhere. So you just kind of it's a game. You gotta forget it sometimes, and that's the way it works. You got to go out and play hard and beat them this series.
How far can this team go? Everybody wants to win the World Series, of course, but how's this team shaping up right now?
I'm not good on predictions, but we've got a great team, and we do everything right, or try to, play hard every night, and if you do that and just do what the game asks of you, and just try to do the small things the right way, I think we'll be all right. And I think we have the personnel to do that, and a little more maybe. So it'll be a lot of fun to see how it all pans out.
Last question: keeping up with Mississippi State, obviously those guys are on the road. A couple of Emory guys, was Cox and Zach Randolph on that team.
Right.
How special has it been keeping up with those guys?
Oh, it's huge. To get to follow them. I had it on pretty much every TV in the clubhouse yesterday, watching them to advance to the finals there, and had all the boys. They were all trying to change the channels on me, so it was a lot of fun to see that happen for them, and just being that situation for the first time ever. That's huge for Mississippi State, and I'm glad they're getting the opportunity. They've got to make the most of it, because that doesn't happen too often. It's some of the best memories those guys will ever have. I'm speaking from experience. We were 2 and out, but I remember every minute of it. And, I wish them the best of luck. So it's gonna be fun to watch them for these last 2-3 games. They gotta get 2 more.
All right, Mitch. Thanks for your time. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.